Mr. Presiding Officer, before I ask some questions, I can see that my time is already running. Let me just ask a procedural inquiry, Mr. Presiding Officer. And respectfully, this representation seek the guidance of the court on a procedural matter. Because earlier today, I heard our witness who made mention several times that the investigation is still ongoing. It's a continuing investigation. May we know, Mr. Presiding Officer, in this particular aspect of the NBI's investigation that remains ongoing, just for the guidance of this representation, and I'm sure for the guidance of both parties, kung matatapos na po yung investigasyon o yung presentation of evidence dito po sa Article 4 at magkakaroon po ng significant development na maaari pong material sa atin pong proceedings, ano po ang tamang proseso para maipabatid at kung kinakailangan maiharap po ito sa impeachment court, considering na isasara na po itong presentation of evidence sa Article 4.
Senator Judge Villanueva, as a rule, the court is a passive body. Hindi panghihimasukan ng husgado kung ano man ang pwede, balak o gustong gawin ng magkabilang partido, prosecution man o sa hanay ng respondent, kung mangyari man yon. And the court will not speculate with respect to that hypothetical situation should it arise, lest we be accused of prejudging or deciding certain matters for the parties that they should be the one deciding should that happen.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer. And in fact, I would suggest na kung maaari ay i-consider because we feel that the suppletory application of the revised rules of court under Rule 6, most directly po doon sa Section 24, Rule 119 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure, provides, and I quote, "At any time before finality of the judgment of conviction, the judge may motu proprio or upon motion with hearing in either case reopen the proceedings to avoid a miscarriage of justice," close quote. So just to put on record, Mr. Presiding Officer, na ito po yung magiging proper procedure. Marami pong salamat.
That is an option that the court may take, as the rule itself suggests. But at this juncture, the presiding officer would rather leave it to the parties, given that this is an adversarial proceeding, and the parties should know what they should do for the interest of their respective clients. You may proceed, sir, with your questions. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you, Mr. President. Just one question to our witness, Director Matibag, for the benefit of the court and this representation. Maaari po ba ninyong ipaliwanag kung paano ini-evaluate po ng National Bureau of Investigation ang isang aligasyon na ang isang tao ay nag-utos o kumontrata ng iba upang magsagawa ng isang krimen? Bilang bahagi po ng inyong investigasyon, tinukoy po ba ninyo kung ang ganito pong aligasyon ay maaaring pumasok sa mga umiiral na probisyon ng ating revised penal code o iba pang special penal laws? Director Matibag, I'd like to ask this question because I believe, I don't know if you would agree with me, that the Bureau's role is to determine whether the facts may actually give or the facts may give rise to a criminal liability under our penal laws. Now, the constitutional function of this court, however, is different. We are not sitting as a criminal court to determine guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Rather, we are called upon to determine whether the respondents' alleged acts constitute impeachable offenses, including betrayal of public trust. So magkaiba po yung binabanggit natin na criminal liability at constitutional accountability. Hindi po lahat ng maaaring maging batayan ng impeachment ay kailangan tumutumbas sa isang krimen sapagkat ang impeachment ay hindi naman po usapin lamang ng paglabag sa batas kundi paglabag sa tiwalang ipinagkakaloob ng taong bayan. Ano pong masasabi niyo dito, Mr. Witness?
Your Honor, tama po yun. Doon po sa uling sinabi ninyo na hindi naman nangangahulugan no, kung may krimen na nangyari, ito ay impeachable offense. Pero ilagay po natin sa pangyayaring to, kaya naman po, yung pong investigasyon doon sa grave threat at doon po sa inciting to sedition, malinaw po ito na napapaloob sa revised penal code. E yun naman po pag-iimbestiga at paghahanap doon sa taong kinausap para pumatay, hindi po ito napapaloob sa revised penal code dahil yung pong pagpaplano ng pagpatay, hindi naman po pinaparusahan yan kung hindi nga nagawa. Sumalit doon na po papasok yung sinasabi nga natin na meron pong sinasabi na sa impeachment, tinitingnan po at para sa akin nga, yung betrayal of public trust, dito po papasok. Bakit po? Dahil meron po siyang sinumpaang tungkulin. Doon po mismo sa kanyang oath of office bilang Vice President. Sinabi niya that protect and defend the Constitution, execute the laws, do justice to everyone, and consecrate herself to protect the nation. Pero doon po sa sinabing execute the laws. Dito po natin nakikita, hindi po execute the laws yung pag-usap ng papatay. That is to execute the president. Kaya doon po papasok yung magkaiba na betrayal of public trust.
Naintindihan ko po yung binabanggit nyo, yung role ninyo na limitado doon sa criminal investigation. At yung findings po ninyo, hindi po, again, I think binabanggit nyo nga po, hindi po ibig sabihin ay impeachable offense kaagad-agad.
Tama po.
And again, that's why I'm putting into the records na this is not a criminal proceeding, but an impeachment na proceeding. Last but not the least, no, dun sa binanggit po ninyo, there is a difference between saying that an individual has not yet been identified and saying also that no such individual exists. So, ang una, nangangahulugan na nagpapatuloy pa po yung Bureau sa pagberipika at pagbavalidate ng impormasyong mayroon ito. Sa ikalawa naman po ay isang konklusyon na matapos ang isang investigasyon. Director Matibag, maaari po ba ninyong ipaliwanag yung kahalagahan ng distinction na ito sa point of view of the NBI sa inyong pag-iimbestiga?
Doon na po natin dihiwalay.
Before the witness answers, kindly wind up after
Yes.
that question, Senator Judge Joel. Witness may answer?
Yes.
Doon nga po natin inihiwalay yung investigasyon na nangyari doon sa grave threat at inciting to sedition. Pumasok na po tayo doon sa pag-iimbestiga kung saan hinahanap natin yung kinausap. At bakit po tayo naniniwala na may kinausap? Sapagkat doon sa pronouncement po mismo ng Vice Presidente na may kinausap siya at pumayag. Ang naging basehan nga po dito, yung aking pong testimonya kanina na yung 5-point field po na pinagbabasihan ng National Threat Assessment Center na ginagamit po ng Secret Service po ng Amerika.
Okay po. Siguro hilingin ko na lang, Mr. Presiding Officer, at sa ating witness, kung matapos po yung inyong ongoing at sinasabi niyo nga pong continuing investigation, ay ma-inform lang din po ang korting ito. Maraming salamat, Your Honors, Mr. Presiding
Thank you, Senator Judge Villanueva. Senator Judge